Good afternoon to one and all, and welcome to what's going to be the first game of what should be four here today at the Raymond Shaw Technical Center. And this here, the first game in the female division today, will be between the AT&T Hazel Primary School and the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School. And coming into this one, I have not seen much from Vivian Vanderpool Primary School, but I do know that they lost their last encounter, but they did play pretty well. Well, AT&T Hazel, they've been one of the better female teams here in this tournament, and they're going to hope to continue this great form coming into this game here. It's going to be the AT&T Hazel in their classic blue, kicking from the top of screen to the bottom, while it's going to be the Vivian Vanderpool from the bottom to the top. Just the final checks being made by the referees with the assistant referees, and we are off. And it's immediately going to be Vivian Vanderpool on the attack now. Here they come down the center of the park over to the right hand side. Is he number 3, I do believe? Actually, no, that's very good skill there being shown. And good defense in the end, but ball not cleared as yet. He's going to find it number 5. And eventually it's going to be cleared up field by AT&T Hazel. Oh, they're looking to drive forward. AT&T Hazel looking to drive, and they're sweeping up there being shown by that number 14 for the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School. So a very rapid start here by both sides. We see AT&T Hazel looking to go down the right hand side now, but being swarmed by a couple of Vivian Vanderpool players. Also bouncing around in the area now, looking for the ball across into the box. This one's going to be cleared, however. Here comes Vivian Vanderpool. It's at number 2. She's going to look for the pass over towards number 13. She's come for room, but it's going to find number 2 again there on the left-hand side. Space for her over there, looking for a pass inside towards that number 13. Again, a very good return pass. Here's the number 2 in space on the left-hand side of the box. Drives towards the box, a ball in, and picked up pretty well there by the goalkeeper, the custodian in that for AT&T Hazel, and pretty good distribution being shown as well. This ball looking to move forward now. It's going to find the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School, looking to drive over towards the left-hand side of the box now. That's going to be out for a throw-in. Throwing out to the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School over on the left hand side. Giving away, looking to drive forward comes Vivian Vanderpool. Here comes the AT&T Hazel. Good strength being shown. Very good strength being shown. AT&T Hazel. AT&T Hazel drives towards the box. AT&T Hazel goes for a shot, and a pretty weak effort there. A pretty tame effort on goal. And the keeper had no problems with that one, but a bit of a skill distribution there, and it might cost her, as here comes AT&T Hazel again, looking to go inside now. Gets down towards the byline, ball into the box. Is going to be partially cleared. Here's the number 12 again, I do believe, and goal kick. Going to be Vivian Vanderpool looking to find some sort of attack from the goal kick, but a couple of blocks by the AT&T Hazel attack. That's good press being shown there early by the AT&T Hazel. Again, the kick is only going to find AT&T Hazel Primary School. this one will only run out for a throw-in to the Adrian Hayes. Let's see number 12. She's going to leave this one for the number 5 to pick up and throw instead. Here's the number 5 now, looking for the throw down the line. It's going to find that number 12 in space on the left-hand side. Number 12 drives towards the box. And this one's going to get all the way across goal. And her touch betrays her there at the very end of number 3. She tried to control it, but just evaded her at the very end. And that's going to be back with Adrian Hazel now on the left-hand side. That's been the most dangerous on the left-hand side. Here comes that number 7 now for Vivian Vanderpool, looking to drive forward. This is number 5. And this one cleared far upfield by number 3, blocked. And the strength being shown, I do believe, but referee has blown for, I want to say, free kick, I do believe. And we do have a player down for Adrian D. Hazel. Seems to be like it may be a leg injury of some sort. But they're back up on their feet now, so no harm done. I believe it was the number 8 who was injured. Here comes Vivian Vanderpool, looking to drive forward. Vivian Vanderpool, but got out well by that number 12 again. She's been everywhere in the park thus far. Here's the throw-in that goes centrally. Very good throw-in now, and the shot again just wasn't with enough conviction. It was a bit of a tame effort again. But nice to see that they're getting into those positions to take the shots. Here comes Adrian T. Hazel now. It's that number 12 who's going to pick this one up. This is to number 2. She's going to cut inside over towards number 13, but in an offside position. Even though it was a very good finish, she just happened to be in an offside position, and unfortunately for her, that goal will not count. As the assistant referee there on the right hand side has signaled for the offside very early, but I think with the new rule that's been implemented, the referee has to allow for the play to fully develop before they blow the whistle for the offside. So again, just one of the new rules in the game of football. Here's number 2 now, but she's also offside. So again, the Vivian Vanderpool players in the last couple of minutes have been getting into some dangerous areas, but the areas just happen to be behind the last defender, and unfortunately they've had a goal ruled out for what was a pretty clear offside. Here comes Adrian T. Hazel now. It's the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School. Ball over on the left hand side. Good strength being shown, looking for the ball inside, but a battle that's going to be won by Adrian T. It's the number 5. Looks to pass for the number 12, but won't find her. It's the number 3 battling. Number 3 is going to find the number 5. Number 5 has a bit of space, goes for a shot, but again, just not enough power behind the effort. And that's going to be out for the goalkeeper to partially miss the kick, and pretty dangerous giveaway by Vivian Vanderpool, but it doesn't look like it will cost them, as this one is picked up now by that number 13 again. She's probably the best player for Vivian Vanderpool so far, playing here off the right hand side. She seems to have a very good left foot on her, as was demonstrated by that finish. Let's see, number 5 sends it forward. This one is picked up by the number 2, has options if she wants to use them, but is not able to, as that's good defense being shown by that number 11 for Adrian T. Hazel. Here comes Adrian T. Hazel again, that number 3. She's been very active so far. The number 3 looks for the pass out wide. Is going to find the number 5 in space. Number 5 looking for the return pass to number 3, but just a bit too much on it, and goalkeeper was able to get their fourth. Here comes the number 13 in space. Defenders are slow to react, and very good recovery defending. Throw in now to VVPS. It's the number 12, I do believe, looking to drive inside, but attack stopped by that number 11 there. No, that's number 12 actually. And she's looking to drive forward to find out number 3 in space. Number 3 picks this one up, has one player to beat, beats her easily. Lays it off by a shot now, and goalkeeper does just enough to keep this one out of the net. Wasn't too far away, but the goalkeeper was just able to hold on to this one. It's the Adrian T. Hazel now. Number 14 can't clear. It's a battle there around the edge of the box, and attack comes to nothing. However, here comes Vivian Vanterpool, the number 2, looking to drive on the left hand side. That number 2 again cuts inside now, but this one stopped. Pressure being applied, however, and the clearance is only halfway. It's number 12. Forward again for Vivian Vanterpool's number 2. Looking to go over to the right hand side with their space. It's number 13, but this one will be stopped for on the signal by the referee. It says corner. So we've had about 10 minutes played here so far, and it's been a pretty evenly contested affair. Both sides have been pretty eager to get on the score sheet early, but they just have not been able to. Corner comes in now towards the near post. This one will be cut out by the Adrian T, looking to counter attack. It's the defender, clears it long forward. And the number 5 will win that race, but gives it straight away to the Adrian T, the primary school defender, the number 3. Giving away now is going to find number 2. Number 2 has an option on the right hand side in space at number 13. Very good position taken up by number 13. Number 20 goes for the shot now, but just not close enough there. It was a bit of a tame effort there, and that's going to be the goal kick. There's going to be a goal kick now to the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School. And the goal kick will find in number 3. Number 3 is going to look for the number 5, if she can pick this one up. Good strength being shown. And she's going to pick this one up on the left hand side, goes to the ball forward, and the clearance is halfway blocked. And now here comes Vivian Vanterpool. Again, good strength being shown by that number 5. That's one thing she's done extremely well. She's been strong in possession, that number 5 for Adrian T. Hazel Primary School. Throwing a signal for Adrian T. Hazel, says the assistant referee. Here on the right hand side. The throw is going to be taken by the number 12, so I think that's good coaching there by the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School. If you don't have many options to throw the ball to, you set the timer by allowing someone else to come and take the throw. And here's the number 2. That's very good strength and very good skill being shown by that number 2. Over to the left hand side. Looks to cut this one into the box now, but out of play, and signaled by the goalkeeper. Goal kick. Here's the goal kick now. It's given away partially, but can be cleared upfield, so no harm done. It's number 5 against the number 3. Who's going to win this battle? It's going to break, but only as far as number 14, who can clear this one upfield. And if he's going to pull this one, no, they won't. Actually, yes, the referee will pull this one back for an infringement against the Adrian Hazel Primary School. So it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a free kick to the Vanderpool Primary School. We're into the 14th minute of play here. Of I believe what's 25 in the first half. And we have had a couple of good chances on goal, but no real threats. Here may be one of those number 13. The dangerous number 13. Clear through goal number 13. Makes its way into the... No, it does not. What fooled me there was the two balls. The ball behind the net. So when I saw that ball there, I thought that ball had ended up in the goal. But instead, the primary school goalkeeper did not let this ball pass through. She instead held on to the well and prevented the Vanderpool from going ahead in this game. It's going to be Adrian Hazel. Ball 4 is going to find the defender. I'm not sure. I think this is number 11. This ball fouled. Is looking for an option. It's actually number 9 is a defender. There's that number 2 again. She's been picking up good areas there for Vivian Vanderpool Primary School, along with the number 13. They look like two very promising young players. There's the number 3 for Adrian Hazel. In a battle over on the left hand side, number 13 is going to win. It's going to beat the number 11 ball inside towards the number 2, but the goalkeeper's just going to get there ahead of the defender. Here comes Adrian Hazel, however, but this one is partially stopped again. It's going to find both number 3 and number 5. Chance for them to break. One player to beat. She's going to beat her easily. Here comes a shot now, but she got a bit too under that one there. Just scooped it up, and goalkeeper had a pretty easy job in collecting that one. It's over on the left hand side, looking to drive forward. A bit of a miss kick there, and eventually gets it clear out to the right side of attack. It's in number 12. So he's going to run out of play now for another throw in over on the right hand side of attack for, I believe, if you're Vanderpool Primary School. And in the other game now, in a second game being played today on field A, I do think it's the Morris and the Pool, 1 goal to the good. Up 1 goal over the Alvin A. Richardson Primary School. Here comes the Adrian Hazel going to drive forward now, but this one is cleared partially. Here comes Adrian Hazel again. The ball cleared forward. He's going to find her teammate in number 7. He's going to look for the pass. We'll find number 13 in space. Over on the right hand side. The referee will signal for an infringement against Adrian Hazel. I believe an advantage may have been played there, because the number 13 had broken into space, but the referee saw otherwise. It's going to be a free kick. Free kick to Vivian Vanderpool. Ball makes its way inside now. A dangerous position for the number 2, but it's going to be another free kick to Vivian Vanderpool. I believe that's a signal by the referee, and this one is in a much more dangerous area. This one's about just outside the box. And the referee now moves it back a couple of yards, but again, not too far away, and definitely not out of the range of possibility for a shot. Looks like it's the number 14 who's lining up to take this one. The 14 does take this one, runs up and takes a good shot, and it's a pretty good save here by the goalkeeper. A fantastic save by the goalkeeper, came across well, and she refused to let that ball pass into her net. Very good goalkeeping there by the young shot stopper for the Adrian T. Hazel. It's going to now be a corner for the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School over on the right hand side of attack. Corner comes in but doesn't make its way towards the box, instead goes behind for a goal kick. So into the 20th minute here in the first half of this game between the Adrian T. Hazel Primary School and the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School, and it's level pegging so far. No team has really been shown that they're going to be the dominant team here today, as we do know that the Adrian T. Hazel, they should be the favorites here today, but again in football you're never quite certain as to what's going to happen. You can never really predict what is going to happen on any given day in a game of football. Here comes Vivian Vanderpool. It's going to find number 13, but she's swarmed there by some Adrian T. Hazel defenders, and eventually it's going to run out for the Vanderpool defender. Here comes Adrian T. Hazel. Adrian T. Hazel on the left hand side. She's going to pick this one up easily in tons of space in number 12. Goes to the pass inside now, and a misclearance as pressure being applied. Chance for a shot now, but a defender does just enough in the end. That number 14, great work there in the end, does just enough. Good last ditch efforts there by that number 14. This may lead to a break that's going to find the Vanderpool Primary School defender, who's going to give away a handball and a free kick to Adrian T. Hazel Primary School. It's going to be a free kick. Kick comes in along the ground. This one's going to make its way all the way through and is cleared out for a goal kick, I do believe. It should be signaling a goal kick. And I believe that is halftime. A bit of an early halftime, I believe, called by the referee. I think we've only had 23 minutes played in this half, but halftime nonetheless says the referee, and that's going to be all for the first half. A pretty tightly contested first half. Neither team being able to break the deadlock, and we're going into the halftime whistle. Scores: Adrian T. Hazel 0 and Vivian Vanderpool Primary School 0. and again for the second day in a row. Before I was able to reintroduce myself, getting this camera back up, a team scores. It's the Adrian Hazel Primary School coming out of the halftime break, completely shocking the VVPS Primary School. That's for certain, and they are 1-0 up. It was a good quick break, but they were able to spark the game into life early here. They came out of the halftime whistle with a lot more impetus than the VVPS Primary School, and they've gone up 1-0. Here they come again now, looking to drive forward. And this one's going to be picked up now by the defender again, the number 12. Here comes the Vanderpool now. You see number 2 looking to drive inside, but picked up well by the goalkeeper. Here comes the number 5, looking to drive forward again. This one will be picked up now by the number 12, passes it towards her attacker now. This one's going to find number 7 in space. Number 7 over on the right hand side. And number 7 looking to drive forward over on the right hand side to get this one inside, but will be cleared. Back towards the goalkeeper, and eventually she picks this one up. Eventually she seems to have had a bit of trouble with that one. Here comes the number 3 now, and this one is blocked out for signal by the referee is a goal kick. Oh, we've had about 5 minutes played in the second half, and this one's given away again, but it cleared eventually. He was going to find the player on the right hand side, back with the number 12 for Adrian Hazel, however, towards number 3. Number 3 is going to beat one player easily. She's on it all game. Number 3 again, but no reward for her hard work. Here comes Vivian Vanderpool on the break. Number 13. So they need to go over to her favorite right hand side, and she will. Very good skill by the number 13. A very good touch again, but the defender's just too big for her. She's not at the size of those defenders for Adrian Hazel. They are massive compared to the Vivian Vanderpool's attackers. But she did well to win a free kick there over on the left hand side of attack. It's going to be a free kick for Vivian Vanderpool Primary School. Ball comes in now towards the box, but picked up now by Vivian Vanderpool. Pressure being applied by Adrian Hazel. And shot comes in and blocked out for a corner. So a corner is signaled by the referee. It's going to be the corner from the right hand side for Vivian Vanderpool. It's going to be the corner now in towards the edge of the box. Ball bounces all the way through, and chance for a shot now with the left foot, but a bit weak. Over to the right hand side for Adrian Hazel, chance to break. Here they come again. Very Vanderpool go for the shot, but a pretty good save there by the goalkeeper. She plays one well upfield, finds the number 7. And here comes the Vanderpool, looking to drive forward again. The number 5 now is battling there, and she's going to find a very good ball through. Here comes the Vanderpool for the shot now, and good job of the keeper to get her body behind that one. And giving away by the goalkeeper now, but pick this one up again. And now the referee will signal they play dead for an injury to the number 2. And not too certain what the injury is, but they seem to be back up on their feet now, the number 2. They look like a very tough cookie, she looks like. It's going to be the number 2, and signal by the referee is... we have to see, is it a drop ball? No, it gives it back to the goalkeeper. So yes, it does give it back to the goalkeeper, and it's going to be allowed to restart play. And again, a bit risky there by the goalkeeper, but it's going to get a goal kick in the end. So into the 40th minute of play here. So about 15 minutes left in the game. About 10 minutes left in the game here actually, and it's 1-0 for the Agency Hazel Primary School. An early goal in the second half is the difference between the two sides here today, and they're going to look to double the advantage. But can't be able to say anything about that one. They're going to have to stop this attack first. It's the number 7. And that's going to be a free kick to Agency Hazel. Ball comes in now, and there's a signal for something by the originally the assistant referee. You have to see what the signal is. The referee has not made a signal as yet. And this signal is penalty. So a penalty kick to Agency Hazel Primary School. I think the assistant referee saw a push in the back there, and it's going to be number 12 to look to double the advantage of Agency Hazel. From the penalty spot, steps up and makes no mistake. Buries the penalty kick right into the bottom right corner, and 2-0 to the Agency Hazel Primary School. And you have to say that is... well, actually, you can't say that's game done. But there is a... more of a foothold in this game, you have to say. 2-0 here, and... looking like a much more secure game for Agency Hazel. The call for the penalty was originally made by the assistant referee. As signaled for it to be a push in the back, I do believe. It didn't see much contact from where I was, but the assistant referee had the better vision there, and they saw it to be a foul and a penalty. Maybe a bit rough, maybe a bit of a soft call there, but if it's a foul in the box, it's a foul in the box, and a foul in the box means a penalty. So here comes Agency Hazel again, looking to drive forward now. This one is semi-cleared. And now fully cleared by Agency Hazel. Looking to drive over on the right hand side. And if he's going to signal a free kick now to the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School. 2-0 here. 2-0 with about 7 minutes left to play. Here comes a free kick now from Vivian Vanderpool. Doesn't get too high off the ground and can be cleared forward now. Adrian T. Hazel looking to break. This one's going to find a number 7. She plays it forward towards the number 3, and this one can be played again forward for the number 7. Very good interplay between number 7 and number 3. Here comes the number 3 now, but this one is going to be cleared forward by the defender towards the number 12. For Adrian T. Hazel, a tackle there being made by the number counterpart, but that's going to be another easy pickup for the goalkeeper. Is the number 12. We're going to drive on the left hand side. She will easily. The number 12 looks a very good player there, that number 12 for Adrian T. Hazel. Here's the number 9. There's a very good pass forward towards the number 5, but this one will be picked up by the number 3. Here comes the number 3, Adrian T. Hazel. And very good touch there by the Vanderpool. Here comes the touch again. Look to the return pass. She will find it. Vanderpool. Vanderpool looking to drive forward. Chance for a shot now, and pretty good save by the goalkeeper again. So the goalkeeper has not been too active, but her saves they've been pretty good. And that's going to be a corner now to Vivian Vanderpool Primary School. It's going to be the corner now for Vivian Vanderpool. But they scored 2-0, but we'll have about 5 minutes left in the game, so you can never say a football game is over. And 2 goals can certainly be scored in 5 minutes. And this one's going to be back forward now. Here's Adrian T. Hazel looking to drive. And Vivian Vanderpool back with the ball again. Vivian Vanderpool looking to move forward. And this one is stopped by the referee for I guess an infringement against actually an injury for the Vivian Vanderpool Primary School player. And I do believe that in the other game going on right now, the score is 4-0 for Vanderpool Primary School. And that's certainly a game you want to keep an eye on if you're one of the most senior teams, because there are a few players from the Vanderpool Primary School that wants to look at for the future. It's going to be a free kick for Vivian Vanderpool Primary School. It's going to be the free kick for Vivian. Free kick comes in now. Ball goes in towards the near post, and it's a bit of a fumble there by the goalkeeper, but it'll go across the corner. going to be the corner now. Number 14 is going to take this one, and a little missed kick there, but they'll find her teammate back with her, number 14. Ball into the box now, and not too far away again. But again, I think that's just been how the game has gone for VVPS, because they've been, the scoreline is also just how close the game was. They were probably the better team for a good majority of the game. But with time winding down, it seems like that's going to be, they lost chalked up a VVPS Primary School, but maybe they can drag a goal back here. They're going to drive forward. And number 2 pulls this one back. It's only going to find the defender, the number 12. He's gone to more of a defensive role here in this second half. Ball across to find number 3. Number 3 showing good skill. Number 3 again gets past the defender. Does she? No, she does not. So the defender does just enough there again at the end. That number 14, I do believe she's wearing. She's done very well there at the very end of her last ditch efforts. This one given away now for ATHPS. So try and make it 3-0. Ball in and trickles past the far corner for the ATHPS Primary School. So we're looking to make it 3-0. Well, we're well into the second minute of added time. And there's going to be a substitution now for ATHPS, and number 7 comes off the field. Going to be replaced now. I don't think that player, the number 4, will have much time on the field, because I think there's maybe about a minute left of added time. But again, in primary school, we don't have the balls to see how much time is actually being added by the referee, so we have to estimate. It's going to be a free kick for the ATHPS Primary School. Ball comes in now and towards the goal area, and chance for the shot now. It's going to find its way over to the right hand side. Ball back in and can be cleared now, only as far as number 5. She's looking to go forward. This was picked up by VVPS Primary School, and it's going to be a free kick for them again. I don't think that the referee really is much in advantages. VVPS were really going off on the break, and I believe that a couple of the players are making that known to the referee, because they were looking to go off on the break now, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick. Free kick comes in, and it's going to be picked up by ATHPS. But pressure being applied by VVPS. Comes to VVPS. Goes on the right hand side. VVPS gets into the box. Tries for the shot now, and a consolation goal for them in the end. She certainly deserves that goal. Number 13. She's been very brilliant for VVPS here today, and she certainly deserves to pull one back for them now. 2-1 here, and again, you have to say maybe just a bit too late for VVPS there. They finally scored one, but it's just too much for them. The advantage is too much right now, and the scoreline is also just how well they played, because on any other day they probably would have deserved to win, how well they played. And eventually the referee allows the play to resume. I don't see the whistle is in the referee's mouth as yet, so I don't think play is going to be ending anytime soon. But from my camera, it does seem like the time for this game is certainly over. Here comes Agent D Hazel over. Agent D Hazel on the left hand side. Agent D Hazel is going to find the number 3. This one can be cleared forward. Now here comes the throw-in now, over to the left side of attack. And this one's going to be out for a goal kick, says the referee. Is going to find Agent D Hazel. Agent D Hazel on the left hand side. It's going to be cleared by the number 12 defender. We're back with the number 2 now for Vivian Vanderpool now. Vivian Vanderpool are going to drive again. Vivian Vanderpool. This one cleared up the field and going to be out for a throw-in now, I do believe. Here comes the Vivian Vanderpool again with the number 2. Vivian Vanderpool looking to get back into this game here as yes, the time may be wrong. I'm not too certain, but seems like there's no intention to call this game over just yet. Here comes Vivian Vanderpool. And there's going to find the number 2, and she just can't get under control. But the play's not over yet. Goes for the shot now, and a bit of a misclearance, and eventually it's cleared all the way out by the Agent D Hazel looking to drive forward. It's number 4. We're going to find a number 9. Ball comes across now and cleared by the Vivian Vanderpool defender. She's looking to drive forward, but gives it away, but cleared again upfield. So a bit of pinball going on. A very good touch there. Great touch. Ball forward. Misclearance there by the defender. Plays not dead as yet. There's going to play on the left-hand side. Number 2, she just couldn't direct the touch away from the defender. Here's the chance for the break for Agent D Hazel. And here's number 3, Agent D Hazel going in towards the box now and cleared eventually all the way out for the goal kick. This is a signal by the referee. It's going to be a goal kick. And here comes the Vivian Vanderpool looking to drive again upfield. But it's the number 5 looking for the pass inside to find the number 3. Here comes Agent D Hazel. Agent D Hazel looking for the ball through, but again a last-ditch effort there and the defense, and finally the referee's going to call time on this one here. A 2-1 victory for the Agent D Hazel Primary School. Again, I believe ran on a bit longer than the referee intended to, but again, no real harm done there as AT Hills have come up with a victory that they would have gotten either way. 2-1 here. A very good performance by AT Hills in the end, but Vivian Vanterpool should certainly be proud of what they've done here today. They played extremely well, and they were able in the end to pick up a goal there at the end, but they just weren't able to get that final touch there to bring this game back onto level terms. But they should certainly be proud of what they've accomplished here today, and they look to build on this for future games. The final scores here on this one, the first game that's been played today, the AT Hills Primary School 2 and the Vivian Vanterpool Primary School 1.